Guys, this is RLT Vader, and well, I know it's been a long time since I've actually put out a video, and the reason for that is one, I kind of stopped getting airsoft guns, and a lot of my places around me started closing down. Another thing about it is I got a truck, it's my first car. I got a Ford F100 from 1969, so all my money's kind of been pouring into there to keep it running and to restore it and all this other stuff. So, but I did go airsofting with some buddies recently, and I pulled this thing out, and I thought I'd go and do another review, see what I can do. Hopefully, I'm going to be getting a SEMA M14 soon, as soon as I sell this. So, if you are interested in this gun, PM me. Don't comment. PM me, and maybe we can make a deal or something. I'm trying to sell for about $200. So, anyway, this is the A&K. Give me for a sec. There we go. This is the A&K M60, Mark 43 version for the Navy SEALs. This has pretty much got everything you need for an assault. Oh, well, not an assault, I'm sorry. A machine gun or roll. Problem with it is it's heavy. Very, very heavy. Thing about it is it weighs about 20 pounds, maybe 21, fully loaded with the battery. And another problem with it, for me, is that every time you put your battery in, it will it'll wind the magazine along with shooting the gun. So it does drain the battery a little quicker than usual. But if you're a support gunner, you should probably have more than one battery anyway. It's just kind of good to have. Okay, so let's go and get started with the review. This might be a two-part review, depends on how fast I do it. So, start at the front. It does come. The original, if you buy it from somewhere else, does come with the orange flash hider, and sometimes they come with the duck bill, sometimes they don't. Mine came with the duck bill, and I put it on, and if you buy it from me, you will receive the duck bill on it. So, also has the adjustable rate of fire. Pretty cool feature. Well, that's pretty much the biggest selling point of the entire M60 was the adjustable rate of fire. Pulling on this adjusts the gearbox, and you can go higher or lower, it all kind of depends. Those have bipod. Give me just 1 second. Bipods fold. This is at the second highest setting. You can shorten them. So I just did on how high this is for the. That way you can see it a little bit better. It's not sitting down lower. Let me raise them up just a little bit more here. There we go. Okay, so this does have a plastic handguard right here, but the inner part of it is made of metal and is connected to the actual assembly of the gun, so you don't really have to worry about that breaking. There's a little creaks and wobbles, but it's not really that bad. Only in this front handguard here. You can kind of hear it, but the rest of it's just the bipod shaking as it swivels like it's supposed to. So that's, if your bipod swivels like that, it's not broken. It's supposed to do that to ease and when you're supported down on the ground or on something. The carry handle, here's the only problem with this. Carry handle does bend, okay? Despite what other people say, it does bend. Problem with it is the fact that it is made of metal, but it's kind of thin. As you can see, it's only about that thin. And if you try to carry the whole gun on just this, probably not a smart idea. Well, you shouldn't do it. Because the ammo is all contained in the ammo box, and it'll list to one side. So, if you are going to use the carry handle, I suggest you use it to pick up the gun and then carry it like this. So, otherwise, it does fold either way. Just kind of whatever. It does have a fixed front sight and a adjustable rear sight that also folds down. If you do buy it from me, you'll get the sling with it too. Just kind of whatever. Here's a little front view of it, and in the back here, it has a flip-up shoulder rest. It's a little wire, and you can rest it. It helps when you're aiming sort of like this, but if you're carrying it, it doesn't do much for you. But this is very, very comfortable when you're shooting. Hold on just 1 second. Oh. Go. This is very comfortable when you're shooting. You don't have to keep your hand up here on the front foregrip. You can put it right back here when you're shooting. You can put it on the gun. You can hold it right here. Either way, it doesn't really matter. So, yeah. Now, one of the coolest features about this gun and about how much detail A&K put into this, even though this is a Chinese clone, how much detail A&K put into this is phenomenal. All these rivets are in the correct place. I know it's hard to believe, but they are. Flip this around here. There we go. Here's another cool feature. When you open this top latch, see that right there? That's on the real M60. It's part of the feeding tray, feeding mechanism for the actual bullets here. And if you look on Call of Duty, when you open it up, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare 1, best Call of Duty. When you open it up, you can actually see briefly this top rail cover here. Another cool feature of the M60 is well, this does latch. That's a good thing. If you buy it from me, you will receive the fake ammo bullets because I have no use for them, and they install pretty easily. You just slide them into this little part right here, and they're good to go. That's another good thing that A&K did with this was that they made it to where the bullets actually fit in. I'm not sure how well they fit in on the M249s, but yeah. Oh, it does have a functional charging handle. I know you can't really see that, but I don't really feel like flipping the gun around again. I'm kind of running out of time, but it does have a functional charging handle. It doesn't sound bad. The thing about it is that on the real M60, it's an open bolt machine gun. That means the bolt is open until you pull the trigger, then it closes, fires, and then it reloads each round continuously. This one does not have a spring to push it forward, as it shouldn't, but you do have to push it forward to keep it in place. Otherwise, you're going to have all throughout your game. The M249 that A&K also sells, it has a spring forward mechanism, and that's false. It's not supposed to be like that for your M249 freaks, so just letting you know. Alright, so here's the ammo box. 3,000 round auto winding. That's another really cool part about this gun. Unlike the M249 or other auto winding magazines, you have to press a button and then it'll start winding. On this one, you connect it to the gun and it'll start winding for you as soon as you start firing. So you have a constant stream of BBs, always. So, it has a Velcro pouch here, and you just open this top cover and you put in the BBs, and it just feeds right through. You can easily fit a battery space in between here, and then use the bullets to cover up the batteries. Another cool thing about it is it straps on, and it's pretty solid in place. There's a metal plate here, but the thing about mine is that there's this little twist-on latch thing that you put on the M60s, and it keeps the BB loader part in place. But I lost it because it came off too easily, so I just like permanently put it here. So if you do buy this gun, you'll receive it like this, and really it kind of helps because the disassembly of the whole thing is just a mess, and it's hard to put together. So the best thing, I'd probably run a 9.6 on this if I could, but I have an 8.4. I can't fire it for you because the battery's dead. But otherwise, this is a really good gun. I would totally recommend it. Is it worth $300? Well, if you're in a scenario type thing and you kind of want to be the front gunner, I'd suggest using it. But if you are doing a Vietnam thing, I'd go for an M14 or an M16, something like that. And if you're in modern day, this really doesn't fit well. And I would recommend getting an M249. They're A little bit cheaper, and B, they're a little bit lighter. So, yeah, that's pretty much for the A&K M60 review. Appreciate you guys watching. Also the safety is right here. Just a little paddle type, ambidextrous. Anyway, there's not much else I really want to say other than if you are still subscribed to me, I appreciate it. I know it's been a long time, like I said, so I'm going to try and start getting more videos out there. So, thanks. Y'all have a good day, and hopefully you can watch more of these.